In this video I will show you how to use Social Explorer. So the first thing you have to do is copy and paste the link that I am providing you, and after you paste it, the first thing that you have to do is sign up with your own account, and it has to be in UIC in order for you to get the professional edition. After you sign up in UIC, you will be able to use this account at home. However, first it has to be authenticated by the university, so that's why you have to do it at UIC to begin with. So after you make your account, you will log in automatically. I'm already logged in, and after that you just have to go to maps and tables, then go to the very bottom of the screen and select start here. Your Social Explorer will load, and after you're here, go back to the guidelines, and we will be zooming into Humboldt Park. So copy and paste the address that I have given you in step 5 and paste it in the search box. Just click enter, and this will take you all the way into Humboldt Park. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and just make sure that the data is shown by Census Tract, which is the smallest geography possible. After you have done this, go to make a report, and the first thing that you have to do is select the data that you would like to use. We will be using the ACS 2006-2010 5-year estimates. Just click there. Second thing that you have to do is select report by topic. There are several options for that. If you don't know what you want to choose, you may want to select the comprehensive reports. There is a list of indicators that you can choose for your individual or your group projects, right? So if you are interested in economic development, you might want to use income or poverty, employment, industry, occupation, employment sector. If you are in transportation, you may want to choose emission transportation and travel time. And if you're in culture, maybe ancestry, or if someone is foreign born. So again, there's different measures, and I suggest those in the guidelines. So you can choose again the comprehensive report just to explore different factors. If you know already, just please select the one that you would like to explore, just because the comprehensive report is a lot larger and might be kind of confusing. Well, the third thing that you have to do is select the geographies that you like to explore. And again, we are looking at the census tract. The neighborhood itself will be composed of census tracts. However, what definition for the neighborhood, it might vary. So for example, if you ask someone about the neighborhood Park neighborhood, the neighborhood Humboldt Park neighborhood, there you go. So this is what they will probably be talking about. Just the census tracts are surrounding the neighborhood. If you are looking at the news, they probably will be talking about the 77 community areas in Chicago, and they will use community area 23, and this is what Humboldt Park is. So if you, as you can see, the park is actually, the whole park is in West Town, and as you know, maybe West Town, it's a quite gentrified community. Here, for example, looking at the smaller neighborhoods, here's Uyghur Park, right, and this is Ukrainian Village. So if you look at this definition of the neighborhood, this neighborhood definition is more similar to this one, although this one is like a little smaller. So again, this geography, it's for the Chicago neighborhoods, which there are 288 smaller neighborhoods in Chicago as defined per the Chicago School of Urban Sociology. And here we have then the community areas, and there are 77 community areas in Chicago. I will be more or less using the colloquial Humboldt Park, but again, you can choose any geography that you want, as long as you have enough census tracts in order to make up a neighborhood, right? So I will use the Control Shift and select with my mouse the census tracts that I want to explore. You can see that this shows actually the numbers of the census tracts. Alright, so that's more or less the colloquial Humboldt Park area, and I will click the show reports in order to see some data. Here there's like lots and lots of data, lots and lots of tables. So it starts with total population, as you can see, like there's sex, age, race, there's housing tenure, but this actually continues. If you want, you can actually scroll to the next table, and this is the last one that we saw, right? Or it was actually housing tenure. So here we have like how many homes are occupied, how many are vacant, and there's more housing. There's here data about poverty, and we can look at all these tables. There's the poverty level, and then nativity, citizenship status, things like that. So I'm gonna go back to the first tables, and I'm actually interested in housing tenure, so I want to explore that, but I need to go to the very last geography, because here I have compiled different census tracts. You can see the numbers, so I want to go to the cell that aggregates all this data for me. So I'm just going to go to the last geography until it reads total all selected census tracts. And here again I'm in that first table that I was exploring, but if you keep going, maybe you will be able to go to other indicators. So here I'm interested in the total number of owners in terms of percentages and renters in that whole area that I selected. So in all those census tracts, this is after aggregating all of them, how many owners there are in this area, so it's 35.2%, and how many renters, 64.9%. So I can tell, for example, that obviously in this neighborhood there are more renters than owners. And in another section I will probably explore another neighborhood, just depending on the neighborhood that I choose, this might be different or not. So that's something that you need to do in another section. So maybe we can just do that right away. So I'm just going to close this, and here I'm again in Social Explorer, and I will choose the neighborhood of Bridgeport. Alright, so this is kind of where I live, and I'm going to then select similar amount of census tracts in order to compare my neighborhood to the Humboldt Park neighborhood. So let's do exactly the same thing, just make sure this is under census tract, and then you are going to choose make a report. You have to choose exactly the same years, 2006, 2010, ACS. And I already know that I want to explore housing, so instead of choosing the comprehensive report, I will choose the housing. Here then I will choose some census tracts. I'm just going to select more or less the same amount. Okay, so maybe this as well. So that will be my comparison neighborhood, and I would just I forgot to tell you that you needed to take a picture of it, sorry. So let me just close that. So I will actually select, let's do that again. I guess we have to start from the beginning. So again, just select the okay. Okay, so this is the neighborhood. Something I forgot to tell you, so this is why I have to do it all over again, is that I want you to take a picture with a screenshot of what you have selected. So it's very simple. The instructions are in the guidelines. You pretty much have to print screen, take a picture, and then save that, because later on I want you to include that picture in your report. So then you click show report, and this again is a much smaller table. And this is what I'm looking at, owners and renters. So I just look at the geographies and go to the very end, and oh, this is the total, and here I can see that I have owners being 48.7% and renters 51.3%. So I actually not going to do this, but I will make then a table showing how many owners there are in Humboldt Park and how many in Bridgeport, and the same thing with the renters. And then I will make two pie charts showing how many in each neighborhood, and then I will write 300 essay about what are the differences that I notice, and that's all you have to do. Thanks.